second week of the BAM Creative Night Series saw last season's winners Perth under new coach Ronnie Campbell take on Balcatta, who also had a new coach in Michael Rocky. The match was played at Percy Door Reserve, and many were there to see if Perth could reverse the form of last season that saw Balcatta defeat them on all three occasions that the two sides met. Balcatta, in their all-white kit, kicked off as the sun set over Sorrento. But it was Perth who looked more urgent from the start, and when Naglieri pounced on a poorly directed pass, he immediately played in Onoforo. Elton Bott toe-poked the ball away, but Danskin rushed his shot and scuffed it wide. In the 13th minute, Robbie Puka swung in a corner from the right, which was met powerfully by Simpson, but whistled over the crossbar. A wonderful crossfield ball by De Felice picked out Naglieri, who did well to cushion his header into the path of Danskin. His strike was blocked by Tong. Onoforo picked up the loose ball, made space, but failed to hit the target. In the 26th minute, Perth won a corner. Sia swung the ball in. Kilkelly nodded back into the 6-yard box. Elton Botts leaped through Danskin, but with help from De Felice, he claimed the loose ball and laid it back to Sia. He looked up, saw two on the far post and picked out Kilkelly, whose effort was superbly saved by Italiano, but fell to the unmarked Onoforo, who nodded into an unguarded net. A well-directed cross from Sia to pick out Kilkelly. Italiano saves but fails to clear the ball to safety, and Onoforo needs no second invitation to give Perth the lead. Soon after, as Danskin cut infield, he was well tackled by Elton Bott, but did well to win the ball back and find Naglieri, but he was fouled by Bentham. Perth had a free kick at the edge of the box. Puka dummied and Naglieri shot, but straight at Italiano, who confidently held on to the effort. Sia broke down the right soon after. He found De Felice inside the box. He was closed down, so passed back to Sia. This time he picked out the unmarked Onoforo, but he powered his header the wrong side of the post and knew he should have done better. Minutes later, Onoforo was in the thick of the action again, this time unselfishly setting up Puka, but his well-struck drive was tipped around the post by Italiano. As half-time approached, Perth were almost made to pay for their profligate finishing. Bentham fed Barrera, who played in Tatasciore, down the left wing. He nutmegged Simpson and then bore down on goal. His shot hurried Spence but curled just over the crossbar. Balcatta should have gone in level at half-time. Naglieri coughed up possession. Barrera turned defence into attack, pushing the ball to Tatasciore. His first-time pass saw Human in a foot race with Kilkelly, which he won, but his shot was poor and Spence gathered with ease. Perth started the second half as they had the first. Simpson easily pulled away from Daniel Masewski and crossed, but once again Perth headed over when they knew they should have scored. The chances kept coming for Perth as they continued to close Balcatta down. Good pressure from Adam Batchelor forced Masewski back, and then saw Batchelor win the ball and find Onoforo. With the angle too tight, he pulled the ball back and squared to Danskin, but the Balcatta defender was first to react and another chance went begging. Yet another chance was squandered soon after. Batchelor robbed former teammate Barrera and picked out Naglieri in space. He used the time well to play a measured pass into the path of Onoforo. He held off Elton Bott and shot, but Italiano tipped his effort over the crossbar. Balcatta was still in the game, and when Tatasciore pounced on the loose ball and found Niederberger with a great pass, it looked like an equaliser was on the cards, but Spence saved well. Sensing the game was there for the taking as they had in the first half, Balcatta started to threaten. Kilkelly hesitated, Human pounced, but Simpson blocked superbly. A corner soon after was whipped in by Human. It was only half cleared, and the drive by Michael Black was deflected clear for yet another corner. From the resultant corner, Balcatta claimed the equaliser. Human's corner was met by Barrera, but bounced to Tong, who directed his header into Spence's top right-hand corner. Balcatta were level. A well-directed header by Tong picking his spot. Too high for Puka guarding the back post, and Perth were paying for not taking the chances they had created. With 15 minutes remaining, could they claim the winner their play deserved? Straight from the kick-off, a long ball forward from Simpson saw Onoforo impeded, according to referee Scragg, and Perth had a free kick in a very dangerous area. Onoforo, Puka and Naglieri stood over the ball. Puka dummied, Onoforo touched the ball off to Naglieri and he curled a low shot past the wall and inside Italiano's post. Within 2 minutes, Perth had reclaimed their lead. A well-worked free kick and a well-struck shot from Naglieri with just enough pace to beat the despairing dive of Italiano. With the lead once again in their possession, Perth started to stamp their authority with some wonderful passing football. Simpson to Danskin, infield to Naglieri, 1-2 with De Felice, 1-2 with Oliveira, and then Naglieri releases Onoforo. Italiano comes racing off his line and smothers well. In the dying minutes, Balcatta felt they should have had a lifeline, a free kick at the edge of the box. Masevski beat De Felice and passed to Barrera, who went to ground under Batchelor's challenge. Perth cleared and the final whistle sounded. This result sees Perth equal top of Group C, level with Sorrento.
Robbie, a 2-1 win against Balcatta tonight puts you at the top of Group C now. How important is that for you in this competition?
Well, winning the trophy 5 times in a row, it's always good to get your first win and bloody get yourself back up top again, because we know the pressure's on us. Everyone's looking to topple us over. So yeah, very pleased to get the win tonight, especially against a strong side like Balcatta.
Yeah, they played very well tonight. Robert Ciacia, he came off with a bad-looking injury. Can you update us on his status?
Yeah, apparently he's got a subluxed shoulder joint, so it tends to slide out every now and again. I think it actually stayed out tonight, so it's hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, we'll see how he goes. He might have to keep it strapped up 4 games.
Yeah. David Onoforo, he got off the mark for you guys tonight. He had a lot of opportunities for you guys. He looked in very good touch though, but he could have had 3 or 4, couldn't he, really?
That's the thing about Davey, but I mean, you can't bag him for scoring more than what he should have scored tonight, because at least he gets himself in those positions time and time again.
And like I said before, you guys have had plenty of recent success in this competition over the last few years. Are you confident of more success this year, and how will this hold you in good stead for the season?
Well, I don't see why it shouldn't. After tonight's performance anyway, after tonight I think we're very confident we can carry on and get push for the 6, and I mean, under Ronnie we're pretty confident we can do the same. And you look at previous times when we've won it, we've still gone on and won the championship. So we feel the night series is very important for us, not just to win the trophy, but to carry that momentum into the season.
Thanks for your time, Robbie.
Not a problem.